Hello, mighty companions. This is Earl Purdy. I'm here today to do lesson 157 with you, which is into his presence would I enter now. Into his presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. I'm going to read this to you, but I'm going to do it in a jazzy fun way because I want you to hear this lesson. I want you to hear this lesson today. This is a day of silence and of trust. This is a day that is a special time of promise in your calendar of days. This is a time when heaven and happiness has set apart to shine upon and cast a timeless light upon this day when echoes of eternity are heard. This day is holy. This day is innocent. For this day ushers in a new experience, a different kind of feeling and awareness. You have spent long days and nights in celebrating death. Today you learn to feel the joy of life. This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. That means we add a new dimension to the curriculum now. We add a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already. This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already. In other words, we're going to have something today that prepares us for what we have yet to learn. This crucial turning point that we're at today will bring us to the door where learning ceases, and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches learning can possibly attain. It leaves us here in instant, and we go beyond this highest instant that learning can attain, sure of our direction and our only goal. Do you know that today it will be given you to feel a touch of heaven, which means perfect joy? Today will be giving you to feel a touch of heaven, to feel a touch of love, to feel a touch of God, though you will return to paths of learning. Sorry, you're going to return to the paths of learning again. Yet, you have come far enough along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above time's laws and to walk into eternity a while. You're going to walk into eternity a while today. This you will learn to do increasingly as every lesson, faithfully rehearsed, brings you more swiftly to this healing place and leads you, for a moment, to your real self. Do you know that your real self will direct your practicing today? But what you ask for today is what God wills for you. And having finally joined your will with the will of God, this day, what you are asking for must be given you. Nothing is needed but today's idea. Into God's presence would I enter now. Nothing is needed but today's idea. I say it again. Nothing is needed but today's idea to light your mind and let your mind rest in still and let your mind rest in still anticipation and in quiet joy, wherein you quickly leave the world behind. Do you know that from this day forward, your ministry takes on a genuine devotion and a glow that travels from your fingertips to those you touch and bless those you look upon? A vision reaches everyone you meet and everyone you think of and who thinks of you. For your experience today will so transform your mind that your mind becomes the touchstone for the healing, happy, loving thoughts of God. Do you know that your body will be sanctified today? That means that your body's only purpose being now to bring the vision of what you experience this day to light the world. Do you know that we cannot give experience like this directly? Yet it leaves a vision in our eyes, which we can offer everyone, that they may come the sooner to the same experience in which the world is quietly forgot, and heaven, which is truth, is remembered for a while. As this experience increases, and all goals but seeking and reaching God in the truth become of little worth, the world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time. That means a little more like perfect joy and happiness in heaven in its ways. That means a little nearer its deliverance. And you who bring it light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. The time will come, check this out, the time will come when you will not return in the same form in which you now appear. The time will come when you will not return here in the same form in which you now appear. Because you will have no need of the form in which you now appear. Yet now the body, the form in which you now appear, has a purpose and will serve it well. Today we will embark upon a course you have not dreamed of. But the Holy One, God, the Holy Spirit, the giver of the happy dreams of life, the translator of perception into truth, the holy guide to heaven is given you. The holy guide to heaven, the holy guide to happiness given you has dreamed for you this journey which you make and start today. And with the experience this day holds out to you to be your own, into Christ's presence, into your real self's presence, will we enter now, serenely unaware of everything except your real self's shining face and perfect love, and your real self is the Christ. The vision of Christ's face, the vision of your real divine self will stay with you, but there will be an instant which transcends all vision, even this, the holiest, the happiest, the most healing vision. This you will never teach, for you attained this vision not through learning. Yet the vision speaks of your remembrance of what you knew that instant and will surely know again. So today is the turning point. Today you're going to get an opportunity, if you so choose, to go beyond the furthest reaches that learning can reach. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would you enter now. Into love's presence would you enter now. Into love's presence would you enter now. Into love's presence you would enter now. Into God's presence you would enter now into the presence of your divine self, your real self. Today you want to enter into the presence of real love, in other words. Today you want to enter into the presence of a love that's beyond anything you've ever experienced or that you could ever imagine. This is a crucial point in the curriculum. Today we're adding a new dimension, a fresh experience. So you're saying, into his presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would I enter now. Into God's presence would you 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 enter now. Into God's presence, into love's presence would you enter now. Today you're going to enter into love's presence. This is going to be a day of silence. In other words, this is going to be a day of trust. This is going to be a time of special promise in your calendar of days. This day you're going to really let your higher self, the Holy Spirit within you, the Christ within you, direct your practice. Today, into God's presence would you enter into today. Into love's presence would you enter into today. Into God's presence would I enter now. 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 Into God's presence would you enter now. You would enter now into God's presence. You would enter into God's presence now. Today's lesson is talking about you entering into the presence of your Creator now. You enter into the presence of your Creator now. Into your Creator's presence would you enter now. Into the Creator's presence would I enter now. Into the Creator's presence. This is Earl Purdy, and I want you to check me out at www.earlpurdy.com and check out my classes and workshops. And I want you to know that I really and truly want peace and love to extend. I want peace and love to extend. I want peace and love to extend from my mind and my heart to yours.